Hello everyone, welcome back to Life STEM Activities. I hope that everyone is having a good day and are staying safe. Let's go ahead and jump into today's activity. Today we will be learning about Newton's Cradle, and we will also be creating our own Newton's Cradle. We will be needing the following materials. We'll be needing craft sticks, which are these. Am I the only one who knows them as popsicle sticks? I hope I'm not, but you guys will be needing some of these, or you guys can use the jumbo-sized ones. It's up to you. And we will be needing about 18, and again, they can be the regular ones or the jumbo ones. It's up to you. And we will also be needing 6 marbles. Make sure that all 6 marbles are similar in size. It can be the big ones, the small ones, or even these. Just make sure that all 6 marbles are the same size. We will also be needing string. I will be using this kind, and I will be using 2 colors. You guys can choose up to 6 colors if you guys want to be creative, or just stick to 1 color. It's up to you guys. We will also be needing a ruler, some scissors, glue. I'm using tacky glue, a pen or pencil and or marker. It's up to you guys. Tape and hot glue gun with extra glue. And because we are using a hot glue gun, kids, make sure you guys have parent supervision and assistance, because we want you guys to be safe and not burn yourselves when you guys are doing this project. And also, the last thing that we are going to need is a lot of patience, only because this activity is easy, but it's time consuming. So we're going to need a lot of patience. So before the activity, I would like to show you guys what we're creating. If you guys don't know what a Newton's Cradle is something like this. And just a definition that I want you guys to have in mind is momentum. And momentum is basically the force of an object as it's moving. And like I said, this is a Newton's Cradle. It is a toy that is named after Sir Isaac Newton, and this toy shows us how momentum affects objects. And now I will be facing you guys down so you guys can see my workspace, which is a table. Since we are using hot glue, make sure you guys have a sturdy place you guys can work on if you guys do decide to go ahead and do this activity. Okay, and let's begin by getting 4 of our popsicle sticks or craft sticks. And I will be using these today, but again, you guys can use the jumbo ones. It is up to you guys. Okay, so we will be grabbing 4, and with glue, we're gonna be gluing them to the corner. Let me see if I can. So you guys will be gluing them like this, all 4 corners, and I went ahead and glued some just to save time. and it would look something like this. And we're gonna be needing 2 of those. So here's what it looks like. And now we set these aside. Again, you guys can use glue for those. You guys can use tacky glue, it works fine. Tacky glue works great, but I decided to use a hot glue gun because it's much faster and easier. Okay, for the second step, we're gonna grab our ruler and our string, and we're gonna make 6 equal pieces of about 8 inches long. I already went ahead and did that. And I will show you guys, or try my best to show you guys that it is 8 inches. And we'll be needing 6 of these pieces of string. I went ahead and cut 3 of each. Again, before we continue this activity is your own, so be creative. If you guys want to use neon colors, that would be awesome. And if you guys want to use up to 6 colors, it's up to you. Just have fun with this project, with this activity. And for the next part is we're going to be gluing the marbles in the middle of the string. So what I did was to fold the string in half, and I have to warn you guys, for this next step, you guys will be needing adult supervision, because we will be using the hot glue gun. And so what I did was to fold it in half, put a little bit of glue here in the middle, and then put the marble right there, and I put more glue right here, and they will look something like this. They will look like this. So I did 3 black and 3 of the other color. And again, if you guys have different marbles that are similar in sizes, you guys can go ahead and use those. And just be creative. Okay, so we're gonna set these to the side. And now we're gonna get 2 of the popsicle sticks. Again, I'm using these regular ones, and we're gonna make 6 marks every ½ an inch, and we're gonna try and have them in the center. I did use 2 popsicle sticks. I don't know if you guys can see it. Give me a second, guys. Let me mark them with black marker. That way you guys know where the marks are. So I did these, and I did use 2 popsicle sticks to make sure that they were even in the middle. And you guys can measure the popsicle stick and divide it in half. That way you guys know where the middle is, and then you guys can go from there, 3 on this side and then 3 on the other side. It's up to you guys. Again, I used 2 to make sure they were in the middle, and we're gonna be needing the pen or marker, whatever you guys have, to mark them. I did use a ruler to make sure that they were straight. So you guys will be needing 2 of these. And what you guys can do after you guys do one, you guys can put the other one underneath it and just make sure you guys align them, and then just go ahead and do the marks on the other one. And then we're gonna set those aside, and for the next step, we're gonna take tape or glue, and we are gonna take these marbles with the string and tape or glue one of the ends to the line on the line that you guys just drew. And we're gonna do that for all 6 lines. So by the time you guys finish, let me see if I can quickly, well, it's gonna look something like this. And don't worry if your marbles get tangled, because you guys can fix them. Okay, so after that, we're gonna set these aside, and with adult supervision, we are gonna build the frame. And basically for the frame, we're gonna grab these 2 that we did on our first step, and we're gonna try and this is where the patience comes in. So we're gonna glue these like that. Like that. And then we're gonna put another one on this side. And let's see if I can quickly show you guys the process. And you guys can just glue them this way. I find it easier if you guys just go ahead and glue them like this. And like I said, you guys can use tacky glue for this stem, but I prefer using hot glue only because it's much easier and faster. But if you guys do use hot glue, make sure you guys have your parents' supervision. And then we are gonna go ahead and do the other side, which is right here. And let's see. And if you guys do get glue on the table, it's okay, because we can go ahead and clean it up when we're done. And try and have these straight. As you guys can see, I did kind of glue them. They look crooked, But it's okay because, again, this is where the patience comes in. And then you guys can go ahead and this is what it's gonna look. Let's go ahead and move on to the next step. And for the next step, we will get the popsicle or craft stick with the taped or glued marbles. All 6 marbles should be glued or taped to each of the lines right there. And we're gonna get that one, get this one, and glue it or hot glue it onto this side. And then remember that you guys did 2 of these marked popsicle sticks. You grab the other one. Let's pretend this one has all the lines, and we're gonna glue them across from it. And for our last step is to let's pretend this one has all 6 marbles. We're just gonna glue them to the other side. That way they can be hanging like this. And I will be using the one I created earlier to show you guys. So this will be the end result, but make sure that when you look at it from this angle, from the top angle, the marbles are in a straight line. And when you look at it this way, the marbles are all lined up. And it does take a couple of tries to make sure that these are all lined up. I did use tacky glue. As you guys can see, I did use tacky glue for this part, and to try and glue them to the popsicle stick, to the other one. And what I decided to do was to glue another popsicle stick just to cover up the lines or the strings. And yeah, this is what it's gonna, the end result is gonna look like this, something similar to this. And you guys can even use markers to color the popsicle sticks or just to decorate it. Be creative, and once you guys have these, once you guys have your own Newton's Cradle, I have a question for you guys. Just to recap on the definition of momentum is momentum is the force of an object as it's moving. And I have a question for you guys. So what do you guys think that, why do you guys think that when I pull on this end marble here and I let it go, it hits the marble next to it and it continues? Why do you guys think that happens? The reason why that happens is because of the momentum the first marble has. And again, momentum is basically the movement. So if I were to pull this marble all the way to the top and let it go, the speed would hit the next marble, which is this one right here, and it would hit the third marble, and so on to the last marble, and then it would come up and it would go backwards. And another question that I have for you guys is, what do you guys instead of using marbles like we used here, what do you guys think would happen if we used wood beads or gumballs? Anything that is a circle? And would you guys think that it would work? And let's go ahead and make a prediction, and then you guys can try and recreating another one using the wooden balls or gumballs or any items that are circular that you guys have somewhere in your house. I think that with wood beads, it would have the same effect, but not as, maybe the speed would change, because as you guys know, marbles are on the a bit heavier side than wood marbles, and so maybe the wood marbles would, the speed once you create it and you do this, maybe it wouldn't go as fast, because again, it's wood. But go ahead and try using different circular things, such as gumballs or even foam balls. Do you guys think that foam balls would work for this project? Go ahead and make a prediction, and if you guys have time, or if you guys have them, go ahead and just try it out and see if it works. And a fun thing about this activity that we just created is that you guys can keep it in your room or somewhere around your house, and when you guys are bored, you guys can just walk up to it and do this. Or even when you guys are just bored and have nothing else to do, you guys can go ahead and play around with this. I know I am. This was actually, side notes here, this was actually at my desk, and every time I walked into work, I kind of just hit the ball or the marble. And but yeah, this is really, really fun to see how the first marble, the speed of the marble, it travels through, or the collision travels through the other marbles. And yeah, this is fun. And yeah, this toy, you guys can keep it and just have it there on top of your desk or table and just have fun with it. And go ahead and stay tuned for some other fun activities, STEM activities, that we will be posting in the near future.